This is a video about going to Cambridge for MIT Reality Hack 2026. I'd say my big goals for this event are making new friends, relearning how to develop for certain ecosystems that have changed a lot, like the Quest headset, use devices that we have in the gaming and VR studio that don't get a lot of use because we don't have instruction for them, network with lots of industry people who support the devices that we have in-house, and learn a lot more about how like a 400-person hackathon or game jam gets run, because we're trying to have just as good a game jam as they do. So let's do it. Just checked into my hotel, got settled in, ate some ramen. This is one of my favorite things about this hotel, is that there's this path along the Charles River. So I'm gonna walk like 45 minutes into Boston Common and go watch Avatar. James Cameron can't keep getting away with it. He's Hollywood's only living auteur. How does he keep doing it? It's snowing in Boston. I'm gonna go back to my hotel and get ready for a long day of workshops tomorrow. I love movies. You gotta hack the hack. And this year I did that by bringing my own espresso machine. Just hit campus for the workshop day. One change to the schedule this year is that the workshops are in lots of different buildings. This morning, I'm a little torn in this first block on which workshop to attend, between the Intro to Electronics, which is a topic I know we'd really like to revamp our instruction on, and Intro to XR with Unity. I think I'm going to go to the Unity one because then there's a meta session in the hour after.
This is kind of like a good starting point, just like create a new project, look for the templates, and then download the one that's most relevant to the project.
And we started that journey by making wearable devices. We started with the Ray-Ban Meta. We had the Ray-Ban Stories before that, and the Ray-Ban Meta. What's the problem that we're solving here? Why wearables better than mobile?
I just attended the first two workshops. The first one was an intro to Unity that definitely can learn a lot from in terms of how we want to teach Unity internally in like an hour, and just how much lexicon and vocabulary for that tool really matters, and how you have to keep learners kind of hands-on while they're learning. And then the session that's about the Meta Ray-Ban glasses that we have in tech lending and that I use essentially daily was super interesting. Their developer tools for that are a lot more developed than I expected them to be. I also met a couple of really interesting people. Just cool. You gotta always meet at least one person in each one of these workshops. Right now I'm gonna go register, and then maybe I'll catch the session before lunch. Maybe I won't. I just don't want to be in the long registration line later.
Conversational voice vision interactions. And so Gemini is right here, so it can be on the web, it can be a mobile app, and your app is going to talk to the Firebase AI.
So the workshops are done for the day. Now it's time for dinner, the opening ceremony, and then team formation. Opening ceremony always takes a really long time. I mean, last night, the cinematic mastermind, James Cameron, took me on a journey where we saw the fate of the beautiful planet Pandora hang in the balance over 3 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm kind of wondering whether this opening ceremony is going to be able to go under that time mark.
History, baby, maybe I just met them. What a mystery. Let me show you what you like. Things you never knew you needed. Cigarettes and leather tights. On some your medication. I'll take all the chances I get. Let it go.
It's not just a question of dinosaurs, it's also a question of all of us as well. Whether the technology we design can lead us, one way or another.
I will have to update you on these numbers after the hack when we run the numbers again. But you should all be really proud. Expecting a really big snowstorm, potentially anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of snow on Sunday.
So with that explanation, so we're filling in the madness. When we find a team of 4, we can all...
It is 11 o'clock on day 1 of Reality Hack. I am just leaving team formation, registered for my team. We're going to be working on Meta Ray-Ban stuff. We're not really, to be honest, that sold on a specific app concept. We're going to be using a Meta Ray-Ban, an external edge computer, talking to an Android phone. So tonight I'm going to go home and download some Android Studio peripheral software and make sure I'm as familiar with the Meta Wearables SDK and integration manager as I can be. Right before I left the hotel, I got the Meta Ray-Ban's developer demo camera access app working and sent that off to my teammates. So I mean, we're starting from a working prototype this morning as we start the first build day.
So last night we pivoted our project a bit from multi-Ray-Ban coordination and translation app to a kind of parent and child focused peripheral device. And that was after a long night of me continuing to be completely flummoxed by Gemini and the Gemini Live API. So I think I'm pretty close to having a scaffold for talking to a peripheral device. But JetBlue also just rescheduled my flight, so doing 2 things at once right now, but hopefully make it over to the hack by lunch.
Build day 2, I'm headed in a little late. It's almost lunchtime. Had to deal with a lot of the consequences of my travel plan alteration. It's so cold.
Yeah.
A better build day 2 than the somewhat frustrating build day 1. One of our teammates departed a little bit early because of the weather. I just buckled in and kind of tried to teach myself how to do some of the hardware stuff that we need. So I spent a lot of the day with Arduino App Lab, which is different and, in my opinion, kind of worse than the Arduino IDE.
Right now it's like 5 a.m. on presentation day, which is the last half build day, and then at like 11 o'clock last night, the hotel Wi-Fi went down, which is almost not a problem because I'm doing mostly local stuff, but I couldn't access any documentation except for on my phone, and so it was really slow going. So I went to sleep for 3 hours, woke up, Wi-Fi was working again, and everything just came together on the ESP32. So lots of stuff working that wasn't working before. I went from pretty confident we're not going to make it to thinking it's a pretty good chance we're going to make it. But also, my room just looks crazy right now. So there's components everywhere. This is the crazy rig that's currently running the microcomputer.
It is judging time. It's like 9 a.m. Judging happens at 11 today. Got my coffee and my Bialy. Busy morning, obviously. I've been up for a while. The thing is working, still working, so I was able to get a speaker on there without needing to solder it. Go in, punch up the UI, punch up the presentation. It's 10:57, and we just made our last push to GitHub. We have a cute little friend. We have a working project. Oh, you're in it. You're in it, Angela. We're getting judged right now. We got our little Chime right behind us. It stores.
This is a quick walkthrough of our Chime device. Here I have it laid out outside of its plushy container, so you can understand how it works a little bit better. I'm running to power on the wall, but that would typically be a small battery pack. USB 32 connected to a small integrated speaker. And here is our Chime app for Android. I should be clear that our intent for this application is really to not be looking at the screen. That you open it up, put the phone back in your pocket, and everything that I'm about to demonstrate works well in a scenario where you have it running in your pocket. Some debugging tools available that a user might not always look at, but you can see here that this is heavily Bluetooth low energy based. So here you have a list of Bluetooth devices in the area with Chime devices immediately connected with their relative distance called out, and we do have WebSocket fallback for this. You can assign the name of any device or the person associated with the device. So let's start doing a demonstration. Hey Chime, ring Sally. Hey Chime, silence. Hey Chime, calibrate.
Calibration started. Have your child stand near you, about 2 to 3 feet away. Say next or done to continue, or say cancel to stop.
Child device. Next.
Great. Now have your child stand about 15 feet away. Say next when ready, or cancel to stop.
Next.
Now move to the edge of your comfortable range. Say finish or done to lock it in, or cancel to stop. Calibration complete.
Hey Chime, where is Sally?
Sally is nearby, about 10 to 15 feet away.
Hey Chime, ring Sally.
So that's Chime. We think it's a simple, low-cost, but highly valuable addition to the Meta wearables family. And by standing on ESP32 infrastructure, the cost could be nominal, and you could have dozens and dozens of these devices, allowing one phones-free, hands-available leader to track their pack and give the best possible adventure out in the world. Thanks.
The snow has begun. Like literally during judging, like the last hour of the hack or something. The snow started coming down. I have a feeling I'm going to be in Boston a little while.
Boston received nearly 18 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. Colin ended up having 2 more flights canceled. After another day in his hotel, he took a bus to New Hampshire to meet up with his wife and daughter, where they all flew out to Raleigh together. Chime did not win the hackathon. Avatar 3 was shut out from major category nominations at the Academy Awards.